Divine, yes, it is wet out there, and Fox 11 is tracking a powerful storm moving in. You may have noticed just light rain right now, but heavy downpours could bring flooding and mudslides, especially in the recent burn areas. We've got rain for days here. Fox 11 meteorologist Star Harvey in the studio here with us for the latest. Star?
Well, Christine, we've already seen this first wave present itself. Started off this morning, and it is present here through our afternoon. We're anticipating that things will pick up for that second wave getting into tonight and then ushering us into our weekend. So here's a look at what's actively happening out there. Most of the area covered under light activity, light rainfall. I'll draw you into some specific areas out towards the west of LA. We are taking a look across the 101 freeway. So through Thousand Oaks, Agoura Hills, up and through portions of the San Fernando Valley, Woodland Hills, Northridge, as far as Reseda. We do show some of the light activity coming down. If you have anyone traveling along the 405 right now, we do still have some wet pavement out there depending on where you are. Up and through, I'd say the San Fernando Valley as well, very light in nature. Coming down towards the LA area, Brentwood, Santa Monica, down through Inglewood. Light rain. This is going to be the story at least for the next hour or so before we start to see some of this rain pick up across some of the coastline. Out across the Inland Empire, about the last 2 hours, we did see a light cell passing through. As of now, things do look to be slightly quieter. Out through the Orange County region, through Oceanside, Del Mar, Escondido, we also have some light showers coming down. This is expected to be a powerful event moving into the first half of our weekend. Of course, wave one, we've practically made it through that as we do prepare for wave two, setting up late tonight, carrying us through not just early tomorrow, but through tomorrow afternoon and into the evening hours as well. When we think in terms of what we're expecting to see with those rainfall totals, accumulation across not just our coast, but also some of our inland interior sections, could see anywhere from 2 to 5 inches. And if you were in our foothills and our mountains, we are talking more than what we're expecting to see across some of those inland and coastline areas. We're possibly going to see 4 to 8 inches of that rainfall. Now, we're not just talking excessive downpours, heavy downpours. We are looking at the chance for thunderstorms moving through. We are looking at a chance for the flood leading to mudslide and debris flow over some of our most recent burn scars, the Palisade area, but also up and through Altadena. So, of course, wanted to check in on how much rain we've seen across some of those areas in the last 12 hours. I'll start with Altadena because that is going to be one of our areas of concern to get us through this event. So far, we've seen less than 1/4 of an inch. This is in the last 12 hours. I did go ahead and also check in on the Palisade area. We've seen anywhere from 1/10 of an inch, just at about 1/4, so not much. Burbank seen over 1/4 of an inch there. Areas across Santa Barbara, but also through Oxnard, racking up a little bit more in the last 12 hours, anywhere from about 1.25 inches to slightly over 2 inches of the rainfall. As far as our flood watch, initially we had it set up for Saturday morning through Saturday evening. Well, the National Weather Service has extended it, so it does include tonight, and it will still carry us through tomorrow evening. This is going to include all of our green region here. So we're going to put that into play here on our Futurecast. In the next, I'd say 2 hours or so, we may see things picking up in intensity, setting up across some of the Los Angeles County areas. So this is our 4 o'clock hour where we're not just seeing some of those greens, light and dark greens, like what we currently see on our radar. We will be possibly seeing some of those heavier downpours. We know that when the yellows and the reds and the oranges pop up on our screen here on our model. This is through our 4, 5, 6 o'clock hour. We do show that the storm system building in along some of our coast, but then moving into our interior sections like the Inland Empire, for instance. And then as we do move into tonight, we've constantly been saying, picking up late tonight into tomorrow morning. Here's a look at our 11 p.m. hour where LA is included in this. We'll have it moving down through the Orange County region, in and through the Inland Empire, also up and across our mountains as well. The biggest of our downpours still expected, according to multiple models, that we'll see tomorrow morning through tomorrow afternoon and into our evening hour as well. So if you have those early plans, tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock, this is what we are looking like. So it's best, of course, to always stay out of the rain off of that pavement, off of our roads here. And of course, making sure that you're away from those areas that you know will be flooded out there. This is into our noon hour tomorrow. We do still have some of the reds and the yellows and the oranges popping up across the area, not just setting up across Los Angeles metro region, but out and across our mountains, both high as well as low deserts. 4 o'clock still looks to be on the heavy side tomorrow. It's not until we reach the back half of tomorrow. So tomorrow night, late night, I'd say around the 9, 10, 11 o'clock hour, we are anticipating that things will fizzle out, not completely. We're still expecting for some of the wet weather to move into our Sunday as well. As Monday and Tuesday approach, we'll be setting up for a secondary system passing through. And this is expected again to at least stick around to the middle of our week, where Wednesday we start to see things really turning around for us. Let's talk about our temperatures a little bit. Yesterday we had temperatures in the LA region hit the 70s. Our normal for this time of the year about 73, 74 degrees. Yesterday we came above that. Well, we are switching things up for today. We're expecting that our highs will have dropped off into the 60s, not just across LA. This is going to be across the greater region here, where most of us will position our temperatures in the 60s. Of course, we'll have our mountains a little cooler than that, and then down into our low deserts. This is a look into our start of the weekend, as we are expecting that this is going to be the heavier period with the rain and the thunderstorms and all of our messy weather moving through here. And with that, temperatures tomorrow are looking very similar to what we do see today. Our mountains in the upper 40s, low deserts still in the 70s, our coastline in the mid to upper 60s. In LA, we're shooting for a high in the 60s. A reminder, Christine, if we can be off the roads, tucked in the safety of our homes, it is best to do that as we do prepare to get through this very powerful system moving through for our weekend. Back to you.
Wish I could do that. I do have to hit the road tomorrow morning, but I will be extra careful. We do know that a lot of events, though, have canceled for the weekend. We're talking events at, I think there was a concert at Dodger Stadium. Hollywood Bowl had a big event. I know there's the farmers market in some places on Saturdays and Sundays. So a lot of events taking this weather into account. And sorry, folks, it doesn't rain much in LA, and it is this weekend. All right, so Fox 11 is coming to you live across SoCal. We go to Christina Gonzalez in the Sun Valley area right now. And Christina, if I have this right, there's a concern about the homeless population with this rain.
Well, you may have heard whenever we have these kinds of rains, so let me get out of the way because this is the area around Glen Oaks. And this is just the tip of what is a whole series of tents. I'm not even talking about the RVs. Let's go to the video so we can show you what we're talking about. Of people living in tents that live up and down this area. Now keep in mind that LASA, the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, they have been out here. They announced that they had conducted outreach to inform their population of the inclement weather and provide them with information and supplies. And they also said that the hotel vouchers program has been activated for Angelenos in need. So we talked to people out here and asked them if they knew about that. Listen. Have they come back and offered you a hotel voucher here?
No.
Nothing. No. What is it like being in here when it's raining like this?
It's okay. I haven't even started. We actually have a roof this time. We never had one like this. We usually have to make our own little trash bag kind of home,
And I want to make sure they have not come by and offered you a hotel voucher.
No.
Nobody from the city has been by here.
Nobody.
If they offered you a hotel voucher, would you go?
Of course, I'd rather go to my house.
And back here live now, and to be fair, not everybody who lives down here would go necessarily to a hotel, and some of these people actually have been offered hotel vouchers before, but it hasn't been raining like this. Now at 5 o'clock in our newscast, we're going to show you what happens when you call the number that they give you to find the hotel vouchers. And it's not very simple as it seems, or it should be perhaps, but again, it's an ongoing situation and these people are bracing for a lot more rain. We'll have to see what happens. I'm Christina Gonzalez in the San Fernando Valley, Sun Valley area. Back to the studio, Christina.
With me for a minute here as we look at the Skid Row area. Not a lot to be seen in this. Whoa. All right, that is not Skid Row. That's an accident I'm going to tell you about. Let's go ahead and talk about that right there. Slick roads here in Fullerton turning dangerous. A silver SUV drifted into oncoming traffic at Chapman and East Victoria, slamming into that black pickup truck. It flipped over. Both drivers were rushed to the hospital. Investigators now believe the SUV driver may have suffered a medical emergency just moments before the crash. Hope everyone's going to be okay there. All right, thanks for joining us. Stay with us. We'll have another update for you in about 30 minutes as we watch this rain come in here across Southern California.
Of freezing. So we watch this, ice pellet melt for a second and then refreeze on contact. And that's what makes that ice element very tricky, very dangerous.